Yeah. What's up, people? One more time, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. I know for a fact that today is gonna be a great day because we have the right ingredients, which is a great weather. And by the end of this video, my hydro will be working. So, to be honest, it took me a minute to find out how the brake lines do go on the car, because the brake lines came with no instructions. Have no one to teach me how to install a hydro, and this complete hydro thing is completely new to me. So it took me a minute because it was just all brain thinking, just kind of like trying to use logic, and I kind of figure out how does it go. It's pretty easy. That's probably why they didn't send it with any instructions. So here's the car, and here are the brake lines. Shakira, I need to record. Come here. Thank you. I'm probably gonna explain you guys now on how to install the brake kit line. Go home and then come back later once the sun is down, because to be honest, outside is really hot and it's making the garage feel like an oven. As you can see, I'm sweating a lot, and it's making me get a little bit moody, which it makes it hard to record, to be honest. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna explain you how to install a brake kit line to your single caliper setup, because I don't want you guys going through the same thing I went through, searching on Google, YouTube, asking people, and then you end up with more questions than answers. That's why I'm gonna do this video right now, explain you step by step clearly on how to get this done. So I did buy my brake lines from Chase Bay, the same brand as my hydro. So these brake lines are already pre-made for my car. The only thing I'm gonna have to disconnect here to do the installation is disconnect the OEM brake line from the ABS motor. These are the two ones that are going to the back. Disconnect these two from here, and then disconnect the brake line from the caliper in the back from this side and the other side. And then here we have the input line, and here we have the output line. The input line is gonna be connected right here where these two are, and that's gonna be feeding oil into my hydro. And then the hydro, once you pull, is gonna be sending the pressure through the output line to the rear calipers, locking them. Do not remove your OEM brake lines, because you're gonna need them. Once you wanna get rid of your hydro, you don't want your hydro anymore, you wanna sell your car, you wanna go do it, whatever, just have your OEM brake lines there, so you can just connect it and use it normally.
Many hours later.
I'm all dirty, the car's on the air, and it's already dark, but the brake lines are already installed. I'm sorry I couldn't record the whole process of me installing them. It's just that I figured that would be a lot quicker if I didn't record. I mean, I did exactly what I explained you guys earlier, which I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you where I ran the brake lines, where I'm going through, how did I connect them. Only thing I got left is bleeding the system, which Johnny now is gonna help me after explaining you this whole thing. First thing you gotta do is remove all the plastic so you can have clearance and be able to work in the area. Second thing you have to do is find a spot on the firewall where you can run your brake line through, and I did pick that rubber over there. This one where my fingers touch. I'm gonna show you which one is it from the inside. But after you find a spot on the firewall, go ahead and tie all these down. Right here is connected to the ABS motor, just how I told you earlier. After you tie everything here, you basically will be done. You can put all your plastics back. Then go into the cabin. This is the rubber that I told you about. It's this one right here. You can see the brake line in it. So yeah, the brake line is going through there. I did tuck it behind this wall right here because I don't want it like showing that much. And from there, it's going to the hydro. That's the input line. And after once the input line is done, now we have to go with the output line, which is gonna be the one sending the pressure to the rear wheels. This setup, this brake lines, they're designed to go inside the cab, but since it's my first hydro install, I don't wanna run the lines inside the cab and then have any oil leaking and then the cab is smelling bad. That's why I did run it from the bottom, so that way if anything leaks, it just leaks outside of the car. And the way how I did to run it outside of the car, I did I did drill a little hole over there. Not really noticeable, but I did drill a hole on the wall. And from there, I did take it. You know what, let me go to the bottom. Let me move this wheel. So I can't really show you a video of the bottom because it's really tight and I can't hold the camera and record underneath the car. But anyways, right here you can see the brake line going through the hole that I just showed you to the back. And right here you can see that I did ran the brake line behind the handbrake wire just to keep it away from the drive shaft. And then right here you can see that I did drill 4 holes on this shield. I don't know if it's a shield or protector, but I think it's a shield. I did drill 4 holes. I did zip tie the T into it. Then from there I did run the brake lines to the fenders, and then from the fenders to the calipers. A really good tip when it comes to tightening up the hoses, do not tighten up anything until you know 100% that that's how it's gonna go. For example, the input line, I did not tighten anything up until I knew that it was reaching here, here, and the hydro. Then, once you know that everything is reaching, you do tighten up everything. Then, from the hydro, I didn't tighten up the output line until I knew that the T was going to the spot that I wanted and that the lines were getting to the fender. That's what you have to do. Work section by section. Do not tie up everything right away and don't leave everything for the end because you might forget something. There's a lot of hoses that you have to tie up, ends, T's, connections, all that. So just work section by section. That way you save time and you save headaches. So since I already explained you guys how I ran everything, now I'm gonna explain you how I'm gonna bleed the system. My brother Johnny is gonna be helping me doing that. What we're gonna be doing, since the rear calipers, they're not brake anymore, they're hydro now. I'm gonna be starting bleeding the front first, and then from the front, once the front is done, is all good, I'm gonna pump the rear with the hydro. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. This is how I told you, the whole hydro thing is new to me, so I'm learning and I'm teaching you guys at the same time. I don't know if that's the right way to teach people, but yeah. Let's see if it's gonna work. Cross fingers.
Two hours later.
Alright guys, really quick update. Do you remember that I said earlier that the rear calipers are gonna be all hydro? I actually still have brakes in the back, and I do not have any ABS light on the dashboard, which is great. The brake pedal actually feels great. The car is completely drivable. A lot of people, they told me that if I went single caliper setup, the car won't be drivable. It will be basically just for track because the brake won't be safe to drive on streets and stuff like that. But actually the brake feels great. Everything is feeling how it's supposed to feel. And about the single caliper setup, I feel like the single caliper setup is gonna do well for me for a while. Just how I said, I'm not a professional drifter. I'm not even a drifter. I'm just gonna start learning how to drift. So I feel like this is more than enough for me. I still don't know how it performs on the track, but we'll find out pretty soon. But for now, I'm really happy with it. Now let's go and test it out. All right, guys, let's see. Grips hard, hell yeah. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.